Hi everyone, I hope every single one of you feel really proud of what you've done so far this semester, not just in this class, but in all of your classes. Today I want to talk about how to prepare for the midterm exam, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. At this point in the semester, most of you are just treading water, trying to stay on top of all of your classes. So you might be feeling a little anxious about how to prepare for our midterm, especially since this is an asynchronous course and you've been inundated with a lot of information. First, let me talk about the format of the exam. The midterm will be an expanded form of your weekly lecture quizzes. What I mean by this is that it'll consist of multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and 2 essay prompts. Besides the number of essay prompts, the other thing that's going to make it different from your weekly lecture quizzes is that the essays in your midterm they'll require you to write a lot more than what you usually write for your weekly quizzes. Just like your weekly quizzes, you'll have 2 attempts on your midterm, so be sure to save your answers for your essay questions. Now for my first tip, review your previous quizzes. As you know by now, I won't be providing answers to those quizzes, and for your midterm, I won't be copying previous questions word for word. But those questions from your previous quizzes, they'll give you an idea on a lot of the concepts and themes to focus on when you're preparing for your midterm. Secondly, I know that some of my lectures seem really long, some of them, but you might have noticed that I like to highlight certain terms in quotes. Take note of any highlighted word, quote, or idea as you fast forward through the previous lectures. But especially take note of the things that I number in the lectures. My third tip is keep all of the readings that you've read up until this point in a single folder for when you're preparing for your midterm exam. By now, lots of you already know that the only way to get all the points when it comes to the short essays on your quizzes is to give me really specific examples from the readings and the lecture. This is probably one of the most important ways to get an A in this class. Always provide specific examples. I rarely take points away for getting the answer wrong. What's more important to me is that you're learning how to identify evidence or support whenever you're trying to communicate something in this class. You can never be too specific in this class. For example, when it comes to citing, lots of you already type timestamps when it comes to quoting the lectures, or you provide page numbers from the readings. This is exactly what I want you to do. You see, at this point, generative AI software, it's really good when it comes to generating sentences that communicate facts, but they're still really bad at communicating specific information. So if you want to stay ahead and learn how to be more competitive in the job market, learning how to write like this, the way that I'm trying to teach you in this class, it's going to give you a huge advantage. Lastly, don't wait till the Sunday that the midterm is due to start your exam. Start your exam as soon as you can. The exam isn't timed. As long as you submit it by the deadline, you can keep it open all week long. Also, the exam is completely open book, so you can use any of your notes, any of the videos, including your classmates' presentations. All of those things are fair game. Now, by the way, I won't be giving any extensions for the midterm. You have lots of notice and everything that you need to complete the midterm on time. All of that is really good, but when it comes to grading your midterm exam, especially the essay questions, I'm going to be much more serious about students following the directions and also supplying me with really good, meaning specific examples. Do not use quotes from other authors or sources outside of our class. Those quotes and examples won't count as acceptable examples for your midterm. Take a deep breath and don't forget to take one before the start of your midterm. You're gonna do great. While the exam, it's a big part of your final grade, it's just one part of your grade. And that's why you have 4 big assignments in this class and lots of smaller ones. All right, ingat, take good care.